Hi, this is Alexis from the Kiteboarder Magazine. I'm here at the 2014 Triple-S Invitational with the two co-founders of this amazing event, Mr. Trip Forman and Mr. Jason Slezak. How are you doing, gentlemen?
Great, Alexis. How are you?
Good.
What's up, Alexis? Yeah, we're getting ready to kick the event off today, first day of competition.
I know you've got some great riders. You've got two open winners that are as stoked as can be to get in on this. You've got Mr. Aaron Hadlow that made an appearance and is here. How are you guys feeling about this?
I'll tell you what, looking at, making the rider announcements at the opening ceremonies parties, and then also looking at the heat sheets for today, this event is stacked with talent. It's going to be an unbelievable day and unbelievable week for the event for sure.
Nice. Now, some people down there are like, well, how long has this been around and what was the format and how has it changed from then to now?
Sleaze?
This is our 9th year of running the Triple-S Invitational. It started in a way that was a bit of a looser format, which was all about progression and pushing the sport and driving this direction of surf, slicks, and sliders in the kind of rounds of competition that we saw the sport going. And it's morphed and evolved into what it is today, but this year we've got a new format that's bringing back a lot of that jam style progression pushing riding and then combining it with sort of the slope style individual runs for the finals. So putting a little bit of the old with the new, and we've got an insanely large talent pool and great group of riders, so it should be really good.
Now, a lot of OG, a lot of new faces. I don't want to let the cat too much out of the bag here, but like who, and you guys have your eye on the pulse. Who's looking like it? Women and men, without letting too much out of the bag.
Like Tripp said, you look at the heats and they are just stacked, both on the women's and the men's side. Everybody has their specialty, be it the slider portion, the slick portion, or the off kickers in the surf. So it's going to be really hard, between Brandon Scheid, Eric Reinstra, Sam Light, Craig Cunningham, Aaron Hadlow, as you mentioned. The list is pretty endless. And on the women's side, with Colleen Carroll, who has dominated the event the last few years, and she's trained harder than ever, but has also pushed the other girls to up their game. So, at this point, this is the first day of competition, so see how hard people have been training, and it could be anyone's game.
Yeah, and I think the format change or the format modification from last year where it was solely heats to this year where it's free ride jam format for most of the competition, and then leading into just single person runs through the park for the finals is going to bring back a lot of that that free ride element. So where some of those riders might have been nervous last year and not qualified all the way through to the finals, I think you're going to see a different final round than you did last year for sure.
This is your home turf. This is your playground. People would die to be here to enjoy this awesome spectacle of an event. What have you got for the future? I know your mind is always thinking for next year, okay, what are we going to do next year? Can you give us a little hint of what you're thinking about for next year?
Well, the thing with this event or with any event is that it always has to be better than the previous year, and even if you make an event that's the same as the previous year, it's going to seem worse to the people that come to it, both the athletes and the spectators. So we're always striving to make the event better, not necessarily bigger, but just better every year. And it started out with like what Jason said in 2006, just bringing together a group of like-minded riders and riding the rails that we had, and then also building rails that week during the event. From there, the event continued to get better with more rails being introduced into the park. We did a complete change of the park after Hurricane Irene. We lost our entire slider park, so 11 years of rails down the drain in one night. Brought in an entirely new park in after that. Same year, introduced prize money. And in the last 3 years, it's built from $10,000 to $25,000. This year, $40,000.
That's a lot of cash there, guys.
And it's not cash and prizes. We're not giving away circus suits and hula hoops and stuff like that. It's $40,000 in cash.
That's some good C-note money, right?
And
cash
money. So that's what we got going on for this year. Next year is the 10th annual, so it's going to be
that's what I'm asking.
diamond anniversary. it's definitely going to be special. You can. I'll tell you right now for sure. We're going to take another quantum step up in the quality of the event, and also for the riders, spectators, the music. We're going to have some new music coming in next year for 10th anniversary. So we're going to rock this one out this year, and then it's a full year to put one of these things together. So we pretty much sleep for about 2 days straight after it, and we wake up on Monday and we come in and start on next year's.
Now, shout outs. You've got some great sponsors that have made this event happen. Shout outs to fans, family, sponsors. Who do you guys like to give some shout outs to?
I mean, first, I definitely, the number one shout out should be to Venyu.
Absolutely.
The Venyu has signed on with the Triple-S for 3 years, and so this is the second year of their 3-year sponsorship of the event, and they've allowed us to basically double the size of the event, and both as far as the production and our staffing, the quality of the event, the quality of the sliders, and the quality of the cash purse. So that's the biggest shout out I want to give for those guys. Also we've got OG sponsors like Outer Beaches Realty. They've been involved with the event since 2005. So they were actually in the meeting when we conceived the event a year before it started. And they've been with us every single year. Other ones to thank are the Outer Banks Visitors Bureau. They're the tourism group that brings everybody here to the Outer Banks. They're a big supporter of the event. And another one, if I'm going to give out one more, would be to KOA Campgrounds, and they're new to the event this year and also new in the Real Slider Park. They sponsored the Kicker this year, and it's great to have an internationally recognized company like KOA on board with us for the event for sure. Jason?
And we have our kite brands that have stood behind us too for years. We have North Kiteboarding, Nash Kiteboarding, Liquid Force Kiteboarding, Best Kiteboarding. Dakine has been a long-running sponsor of the event and is still supporting us in what we do. You guys here with the Kiteboarder, SBC Kiteboard, everybody that's been on for years. It's great to have. Red Bull is another one that's back, and they've stood by us from even before the event started, and they were the ones that kind of came to us and let us put together this type of format and this type of event, and have been standing strong behind it every year. So definitely really like to thank Red Bull.
Red Bull.
There you go. There you go.
Arnett, they've been providing shades for the staff that we have on the water and keeping people from squinting and getting sunburnt, which is awesome. And
then also John Wayne Cancer Foundation.
Absolutely,
Yeah, they've been in the Real Slider Park and part of the Triple-S since the wood and screws days, and where everything was put together with just marine treated plywood and screws, and they helped us bring the park into where it is today. They brought the first new modern rail here, which is the 82-foot John Wayne A-frame, and that's still out in the park, and still it's the biggest and baddest feature out there. So
it absolutely is, man.
But yeah, I mean, the list of sponsors goes on and on. I mean, another big upgrade for this year is the judges aren't sitting in a swamp judging all week. They're on a brand new tricked out pontoon boat that was brought to us by Manio Marine, right up the beach. So yeah, it's a great group of sponsors, and you can't put on an event like this without the sponsors, and we've got some great relationships, and they help us put together an incredible event for sure.
Well, thank you so much, gentlemen. I know you guys got a lot of work ahead. Thank you so much. There you have it.